Hey y'all, it's Lacey, and today I thought I would come on here and share with you some of my favorite childhood books. These were the books that I read and looked through the most when I was little. So the first one is Goodnight Moon, and you can see this copy is really old. It's been taped. I think I got this for my very first Christmas in 1977, so I wasn't quite a year old yet. But I remember my mom reading this to me a lot as a kid, and I would always liked looking for the little mouse that was on, I think, each page. There was usually a little mouse on each page or each color page. So like there, yeah, it's right there. So this is one that is just a treasure book to me. The next two are Little Golden books, and I have a ton of Little Golden books, but these are the two that I know I have read and looked at a lot when I was a kid. And the first one has seen better days, but it's Where Did the Baby Go? And I think Tia did a video like this too a little while back, and she referenced the same book, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, mine's Seen Better Days. But this is about a little girl who sees a picture of a baby and asks her mother, where did this baby go? And it's her, you know, obviously when she was a little girl. But this was one of the books that I remember my mom reading to me, and me looking through myself, just looking at the pictures when I was a kid. And I need to tape it because the back cover has come off. And the other Little Golden book that I have I know I've read a lot is The Very Best Home for Me. And it's just about some little animals who live in a little house in the forest, and they, you know, have their little routines, like a squirrel, a turtle, some birds, and they have their dinner, and then I think they start going out and finding their own homes eventually. Like the turtle finds him a little creek to live in, and the bird a nest, and then the cat and the dog find their homes as well. But this is one of my favorite ones too. And then these other ones are, I don't know what type of books they are. It says Random House Picture Back, but it's The Little Lamb and The Little Goat. And I think The Little Lamb was my favorite one because it's got the most wear and tear on it. And I remember reading this one a lot as a kid, but it's just a story about a little lamb that is born and a little girl that, you know, lives on a farm, and it's got like real pictures in it. They're not drawings. And then there's the little lamb. And I just remember loving this book as a kid, watching the little lamb grow, and, you know, all the little mischievous things he did. And his name was Timothy. The lamb's name was Timothy. So this was one of my favorite ones. And then also The Little Goat as well, which I think is very similar. This one's about a little boy, and he goes to his grandfather's farm where he has goats, and names the goat Sam. And, you know, same kind of story, but with a goat and a little boy. But these were some of my favorites too. The next one, I think, if I had to say what is like my absolute favorite book from when I was a child, it is Oh, What a Busy Day by Gyo Fujikawa. But it's just got all these, I'm trying to open it without it falling apart because it is old. I think I've had this since I was a baby. And it's falling apart, but it's just got such pretty illustrations in it. And then you can hear it crinkling because the cover is coming off. It's just so old. I need to retape it. But it's just, you know, it's got just drawings about children. It's got poems, and, you know, just different little drawings. And this was always my favorite page because it had all the little, like, you know, careers. Like, what did you want to be when you grew up? And for the longest time, I wanted to be a veterinarian. And you can see that I wrote my name in the book, which I shouldn't have done, but I did. I am not a veterinarian. I did not become one, but I wanted to be one for a long time. But yeah, this is just, it's one of my favorite books ever. It's just, I always loved this page too, with the kids jumping in the mud puddle. And it says, happiness is a gooey mud puddle. It's okay. Jump up and down, splash, wallow, squish your toes. Wow. And it's, I just love the drawings in this book. It's just one of my absolute favorites, or my absolute favorite book ever. And I need to retape it because it is coming all apart. All right. I am a huge Richard Scarry fan. I love his books. I love his drawings, his illustrations, everything. So these next three are Richard Scarry books. And this one is Richard Scarry's best storybook ever, 82 wonderful round-the-year stories and poems. But yeah, I've always loved Richard Scarry stories, and I always loved how, like, on, you know, a lot of the pages, like, everything is labeled. So, let me put these down. So, you know, everything, like, you know, leaking pipe and, you know, raccoon and owl. So he would label everything. So even in, like, you know, when there's a story, everything, you can see what everything is, you know, so you can learn your words by looking at the stories and stuff. But I just love his drawings, and I always loved the little rabbits. The rabbits were some of my favorite. And the other Richard Scarry one is Great Big Schoolhouse by Richard Scarry. And this one, I think it says in here that I got it April 2nd, 1978. Somebody gave this to me as a gift. But it's the same kind of thing, but it's about school. And again, like, everything is labeled. And I just love those. I've given these books to people today, as, you know, to kids for Christmas gifts and birthday gifts, because I just love Richard Scarry so much. And the other one is Richard Scarry's Animal Nursery Tales. So it's just the same thing, you know, all the nursery tales, but told with Richard Scarry illustrations. So then this last one is, when we were in 3rd grade, I think was when we started studying or learning about dinosaurs, and I have loved dinosaurs to this day. Huge fan of, like, Jurassic Park and all that stuff. I would pay to go to Jurassic Park if it existed. But I got this book, Dinosaurs and Other Prehistoric Reptiles. I think it says in here that my sister gave it to me on my 8th birthday. So, but yeah, it's got, like, the map and where I guess they've found different types of dinosaur fossils, and then it goes through, you know, it shows you the different fossils. The Stegosaurus has always been my favorite dinosaur. I love the Stegosaurus. It's my favorite. So anyway, those are my favorite childhood books, the ones that stand out to me the most, the ones that I think of when I think of, like, my favorite books from when I was a kid that I've read or looked at, you know, over and over and over again. Let me know some of your favorite childhood books. Before I go, I'm going to do my question of the day. So before I started this video, I did the random number and got 1125. So let's see what question that is for today. And I did not pre-screen these questions. I'm trying to just go into it blind, so I'm not thinking about it too much. Okay. Are you still close with any of your early childhood friends, and who? Wow. Not really in real life. I am on Facebook. There's a few that I still kind of chat with every now and then on Facebook, but nobody I hang out with in real life, so no. I do have, like, my two best friends are my two college roommates, and I'm going to visit them in like 2 weeks. So there's two people that I've known for like 20 years now, which is crazy, but they're the two girls that I consider like my best friends. So I hope you enjoyed this. I thought I would come on here and do something a little different that I haven't done before, and I will see you in the next video.